How's it going, guys? In this video, I'm gonna be talking about the rumors of Scream 8. Obviously, I just seen there's some there has been some rumors about another Scream movie, obviously coming out next year. Um, and I'm just gonna give you guys, my opinions about how I feel about it. Um, and why I don't really agree with it. Um, so if you guys didn't watch my review of Scream 7, I made a video yesterday. So go check it out when you get a chance. Um, but anyways, I'm going to get into, obviously, Scream 8, all the rumors. I guess in my opinion, I don't think they should make another one, personally. Um, And the only reason why is because, like, Scream 7 to me was a, disappointment. I didn't really, I mean, like I said, I enjoyed some moments in it, like, you know, but other than that, it was disappointing. So, personally, I don't think they should make another one. But at the same time, these movies do make a lot of money, you know? And it is a big franchise. And of course, they're going to keep on making them regardless of how bad they are, They're going to keep on making them. Scream 7 was just, like I said, it was a disappointment, which I'm not really surprised, honestly. Um, that's just kind of the way, like, all movies are today. Like, movies today, a lot of people, a lot of directors, producers, it seems like they always, like, try to, like, rush everything. And they don't, like, take their time. Um, which I kind of felt like Scream 7 was rushed. Felt like Scream 7 was rushed, and seemed like they didn't put time and effort into it. They just ran out of ideas and just made the movie, you know, instead of taking their time. But going back to Scream 8, I truly believe that they do make another one, which I wouldn't be surprised if they did, because they do make a lot of money. Um, they do make another one. I truly believe it's going to be like a whole new, like, generation of characters. Like, there's going to be a new final girl, just new characters. And I think that's the way it should be if they do make another one. Because, like, Nev Campbell, she's a good actor. Everybody loves her, and the Scream movies, of course. But at some point, though, you gotta have a new generation in there. Like, you gotta have a new final girl. Um, just have new generation of characters, because I just feel like if you keep on bringing her back, it's just gonna, it just doesn't, like, for instance, like, everybody thought that, Scream 3 should have been her last one, just based off of the ending. Everybody thought that movie should have been her last, which I kind of agree. But then they, brought her back anyways for Scream 4. And then they brought her back again for Scream 5. And then Scream 6, she wasn't in it because, she was doing other projects and whatnot. And then they bring her back in Scream 7. Which is cool. But, at some point you gotta move on from the Sidney character, You gotta, bring in like a new generation to carry it on, because obviously it's not gonna, I just don't think she should be in the movies forever, personally. And I truly believe that Scream 8 is gonna be like just new characters, like a whole new like final girl and whatnot. And people do think so. People were saying that, because Stu didn't return in Scream 7, everybody is saying that, they want him to return, for Scream 8. But the thing is like, and if they were going to bring him back, they should have brought him back in Scream 7. I think they should have brought him back in Scream 7. So I don't think he's going to return in Scream 8. Because if he returns, I personally think that if you're going to have him come back in the next film in Scream 8, you're pretty much, you got to bring Sidney back, because obviously, she's the one that threw the TV on him, in the first film. And it just wouldn't make sense if they brought him back, without her in the movie. Like, I just don't think it would make sense. So that's kind of the reason why I don't think they're going to bring him back in the next one, just because, Nev Campbell is not going to be in the next one, I don't think. And why would Stu want to go after some random girl, that he doesn't know? You know what I mean? So that's kind of the reason why I don't think it would make sense for Stu to return in the next one. Just because of, Nev Campbell not being in it. Which I don't think she will be in it, because I think this one was like her very last, film. So, in terms of, them making a Scream 8, like I said, I'm not disappointed by it or anything like that. Well, I guess I kind of am, but I'm kind of not, because I know that these movies make a lot of money. It's a big franchise, and I know it makes a lot of money, and obviously, there's fans, a lot of fans that want it to keep on, continuing, you know? So, yeah, I do think there is going to be a Scream 8. I wouldn't be surprised if there was. Um, but in my opinion, I think they just need to leave the Sidney character alone. And they just need to move on to a new generation, you know? Get a new final girl, just new characters. Um, because I mean, what is Sydney gonna be fighting Ghostface when she's 70 years old? Like, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. So that's kind of why I think they just need to move on and just have a new final girl in there, have new characters and whatnot. Um, and I have a feeling because Sydney, of course, had a daughter. Uh, and Scream 7, of course. And I have a feeling that they're gonna make her the final girl, which I mean, I don't know how I would feel about that personally, but I have a feeling that they're gonna make her the final girl and the next one, just because she's Sydney's daughter. Like, but that's just my opinion on it. Um, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they made another one just because, they do make a lot of money, and they're not going to just quit making them just because, one movie is bad, or just because, they're bad. You know what I mean? Of course they're going to keep on making them, and of course people are going to still go watch them. Like, I'm still going to go watch them, even if they are bad, because they are, they're a Scream movie. It's a Scream movie. Um, a lot of people, look forward to, the Scream movies than they do, like, Halloween. And I think a lot more people are interested in the Scream movies because, they're, it's basically it's like real, pretty much. It's like more like humanly, I guess, compared to, Friday the 13th and all that. Like, because obviously Jason's like a zombie, uh, can't die. And you got Michael Myers that can't die either. But then the Scream movies, of course, you know, more humanly, like I said, more like real, I guess. So, a lot of people, I guess, look forward to that. A lot of people look, forward, get excited, for um, a Scream movie, you know. I feel like people get more excited for Scream than they do, Halloween and Friday the 13th. Um, But other than that, guys, that's basically going to be... I'm going to end the video here. Just wanted to give my thoughts and opinions about how I feel about them possibly making a Scream 8. Obviously, right now, it's just, rumors. But obviously, I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But anyways, guys, be sure to hit the like button. Let me know what you guys think. And see y'all later.